Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Welcome to the new episode of Ideas. I thank you in advance for listening. Today, I was reflecting about what I think is one of the biggest challenges of our workforce development system here in Canada, to a certain extent in the US, Brazil, and other countries as well, which is the fact that we don't have enough programs and interventions for folks who are further from the labor market, who, for a lack of a better word, needs stabilization programs, need programs that help them be stable. Folks that cannot thrive yet in programs that primarily build capacity and train in order to immediately transition to the labor market. Those are essential programs too, for sure. But again, there are a lot of folks that are not equipped yet, they're not prepared yet, they're not stable enough yet to thrive in these programs. And why this happens, why we don't have enough programs, I think primarily for two reasons. First, because it's more expensive to serve folks who are further from the shore. You need, in general, smaller cohorts, more intense supports. And second, because we are still, as a society, learning exactly how to measure some outcomes, especially those ones that are more intangible, such as becoming more accountable, becoming more interested in learning, becoming more motivated, becoming more engaged. Those are all fundamental indicators, but very difficult for us to measure. So those are the two primary reasons, I think. So what ended up happening, in my view, is that we place a lot of folks who are not prepared yet for training in interventions that, again, primarily train or even have some supports, but not strong enough to help those folks to graduate on those programs, transition to the labor market, and retain and advance in these jobs. Again, those programs are fundamental as well. What I'm trying to reflect now is about a continuum of services that will help move folks along a spectrum of programs that will end up, that the ultimate objective for sure is self-sufficiency, self-independency as much as possible. What is the solution then? I think the solution for us as a society, as governments, as funders, is to become even more intentional in supporting those ones who are further from the shore, in allocating larger amounts of money to support those folks, to become more comfortable that we won't be able to produce, to have outputs, number of folks served as big as the folks who are now transitioning to jobs. We also need to be more comfortable with that, as we need to improve ways to measuring and to evaluating those interventions too. For sure, we need to get better there. But in general, folks, what I really think that we need to do as a society is to be more thoughtful. How can we help and support folks who are further from the shore? And I think this is even more important now with the changes in the labor market, because in my view, folks who are unequipped and unskilled are becoming even further from the shore, even further from the labor market. So we have to be even more thoughtful that we support folks who are, again, becoming further from the labor market, so they can also reach their full potential, thrive, and help us as a society to advance. This was my thought of today. Please share yours. Thanks for listening and have a great day.